Spotlight for a couple of minutes on the March Madness storyline, U of A and Ohio State. Len Elmore doing the game on TBS tomorrow night with Kevin Harlan. He joins us for a couple of minutes as he is courtside at Staples Center. Eric able to track him down. Len, it's Brad Sussmat. How are you?
I'm doing well, Brad. How are you doing?
Doing great. I'm really excited for the two games tomorrow night. I know fans over here in Arizona excited to see how Arizona handles Ohio State. Just on the surface, your view of this matchup, Len?
Well, I mean, I think Arizona is one of those teams that can be an enigma when it comes to handling the ball and, cutting down turnovers. I mean, they've got terrific ball handlers, terrific playmakers, but, sometimes they can be a little lax. And certainly Ohio State's the type of team that will test you defensively with Aaron Craft starting at the point. But nevertheless, Mark Lyons, explosive scorer. Obviously, you got Nick Johnson playing a lot better, Solomon Hill. These guys match up very well with Ohio State. It's just going to be a question of, again, rebounding defense and minimizing turnovers. And again, Sean Miller and Thad Matta go back a long way, so they know each other very well.
How about the youth and inexperience up front for U of A? Does that play at all after 30 games, 35 games that they've been through this season, now into the Sweet 16?
Well, it shouldn't. I mean, at this point in time, freshmen are no longer freshmen. They've gone through a year's worth of experience, and, younger players all have had enough experience under their belts to be able to follow the game plan and play to their up to their potential. But in the end, I mean, obviously Ohio State has been here several times, and, they've got some guys on that team that really truly can lead them, Deshaun Thomas particularly, as well as Aaron Craft, who I mentioned earlier, and, a wealth of other guys who play roles on that team. So, again, I don't think that experience is going to be a major factor here. It will be about who handles the defensive pressure the best.
Len Elmore with us for a couple of minutes with Brad Sussmat. He's on the floor live at Staples Center, U of A out there working out. He joins us here on Pros 2 Preps. When we're talking about coaching styles between Thad Matta and Sean Miller, what do you see tomorrow night for U of A? Does it need to be in the 70s? Does it need to be in the 80s? Where does it need to be for U of A to come out on top on this one, Len?
Well, I mean, they're obviously comfortable playing in the 70s. There's no question about it. If they can push the ball up and down the floor, they're accustomed to playing in this gym. They've been here before. I say gym, but this is a colossus over here. But, they're accustomed to playing on this floor. And, if they can push the tempo, that gets it to their liking. They can get their guards out and run between Lyons and Johnson and get other people flying. They should be fine. But, Ohio State has a tendency to be able to control tempo and play the way they want to play. I mean, they're obviously demonstrated they can play either way. But I think that Arizona would probably be more comfortable playing in the 70s.
And in terms of the other game that you have tomorrow night, LaSalle, if it weren't for Florida Gulf Coast, LaSalle would be the story of this tournament.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, look, both of these teams, I picked at one point Wichita State to be the sleeper in this thing, and never in my wildest dreams could I believe that LaSalle also would be able to go. But this is a team that's very guard-oriented. They have, again, tremendous role players, but they're so quick off the dribble. They get in transition really well. And, despite their lack of size, they score an awful lot in the paint. And a lot of it has to do with beating you off the bounce. So, LaSalle is one of those very well-kept secrets at the A10 level, but now they've come out. They won't surprise anyone this time around.
Florida Gulf Coast, you saw them last week. Ever seen a story like that in the tournament through all your years of doing it?
Absolutely not. It's a tremendous story. You feel great for those kids because they come pretty much from nowhere to the front page. Now, of course, we'll have to see if they can handle it on this next level, particularly in playing a team like Florida, who has all the goods to be able to get to the Final Four. But, regardless of what happens, you got to be pleased with how these kids have handled it. They're having a lot of fun. And despite the curmudgeons in the world, we didn't think those guys should come and shake our hands. I think they did that out of respect and out of happiness. They were just happy to be there.
I thought it was a great moment. I had Kevin Harlan on yesterday. I thought it was terrific to see you guys celebrate.
Oh, I did too. But there have been some people who criticize it, and I guess they don't understand that this is what the tournament's all about.
Well, and you'd go back to your days with Maryland and NC State and missing out on the tourney, and it was something that really bugged you, if I remember correctly. You have to enjoy these moments.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were in the tournament the year before, and we wound up losing to eventual runner-up Providence, but you're right. That last year, my senior year, we were number 4 in the country, and we couldn't go to the tournament. And I tell you what, I would trade almost anything to be able to compete that particular year because I think we had a chance to be a Final Four team.
I'll let you go off that, Len. Appreciate the visit. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brett.
Len Elmore with us on the floor over at Staples Center.